Alan, you can maybe start out, but why should people volunteer? I mean, as everyone, I think on the panel can attest to, volunteering does take time, it takes work, and it takes energy. So why should people, and why do you volunteer specifically with AILA?
Right. So I think, I've been in AILA. I was a member of AILA as a law student from 1996. So I think AILA is about community, and that's the power of what we do. The power of AILA is the network. And if you're able to contribute to the network, then it's the time for you to volunteer. I also believe strongly that lawyers should also take the time to hone in on their craft, right? Because I did immigration while I was in law school. By the time I got out of law school, I felt like I was ready to hit the ground running and I knew about things. So you need to balance the contribution. But one of the things that AILA will do for you, if you're a solo practitioner or if you're the only person is, it'll give you sort of that college collegiality and sort of set you up on how and what's next. It'll give you a vision for your life and your profession. It'll expose you to different people to sort of help bring new clients in, to help develop your skill set to be better at handling cases, as well as it'll make you a better lawyer. So this sort of participation is, you get out of AILA what you put into AILA is very true, but you'll understand the organization better. There's also an understanding that, yes, okay, I'm super busy, I have a lot of cases. And if you have a lot of cases and it's not something that you don't have time for, maybe this isn't your year to volunteer, or you should see if there's something at the local level you can do until you have more time to do it. Because I think volunteering is saying to all 16,000 members, I am ready for this challenge and I'm going to do it. And there's no wall or hindrance to anyone doing that. I started, I guess in 98 when I first came in as a lawyer. And I was in the new members division because I was under the age for I was in new members division for a decade, because that was the age when I started. And I did a lot of work there. And I think that's a great place to get your footwork and to sort of talk about the chair, to say, well, what opportunities are here so that it would be recognized on a national level. I will also tell you this, happy Black History Month. I am very, very, very big on diversity. And I am what you would call a sponsor. So I'm going to pull people up and put people in place that are just giving them a shot. So to be able to take that shot. And so know that as well, that I very much see the world. And when I walk into a room and I don't see myself, I understand that's a problem.
Perfect. Thank you. Jeremy, why do you volunteer? What drives you to do volunteering with AILA?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to follow up Alan in that regard because he kind of nailed it. But I mean, really, to distill it down to its core, it's two things. And for me, and number one was professional development. I graduated from law school in '96 and became a criminal defense attorney, looking to complement my practice with something else. And immigration soon became the obvious something else. So I joined AILA in 1997 and went to my first chapter meeting, and immediately was thrown into a world of acronyms and numbers. And I will never forget sitting through my first AILA meeting, writing down things like I-130, question mark, I-485, question mark. Like, I knew nothing. The first time I was asked by a local nonprofit about TPS for Liberia, I didn't know what TPS meant, and I wasn't quite 100% on this place called Liberia. I mean, it's all like completely embarrassing stuff for a 25-year-old new lawyer. But AILA became my school, and my mentors became my teachers. And the best part of the mentors that I found within the AILA Carolinas chapter was that they would never answer the question. They would never answer the question. It was always pointing me to the resources that I needed to look at to answer the question for myself, and to put that 7 years of school and studying for the bar to use. And it was such an incredible experience that I truly, it became beyond professional development. And that was number two reason, and that is to give back. As I've said before, my work in AILA, because of my clientele, which are more of your everyday immigrants looking for their American dream, has never really done anything for my practice. I don't know how many of my clients even know that I'm the first vice president of AILA National. It doesn't matter to them. But what they're getting is a hell of a lot better attorney because of my AILA work. And I'm able to now give back and able to contribute to the cause of reform. And in my leadership journey, especially with immigration court reform. And so those are the two reasons why I volunteer and why it's so valuable.